This is so important for you. Because if you keep moving into different scenes in your life, this is happening for you. And it's going to happen again. Because every time you have that awakening, your whole life shifts. Yes? It's going to keep shifting. But it's important for you to know that you can still choose to bring some certain things with you, if you want to. But more likely, you will become so unattached to what is in your life that it won't bother you that it keeps changing. Yes? It won't bother you. And what you start to realize is it's no longer that you're a loner, or that you can't stay in committed relationships, or that you can't stay in a job, or that you keep moving all the time, or your interests keep changing. It doesn't concern you anymore, because what you realize is that you're exploring a multi-dimensional universe. I've tasted this, now what? Now what? Now what? Do you understand? Because it's not about a linear journey. Why would you limit yourself to that? Can you understand it? So there's nothing to hold on to. It's only about what else? What else? This one laughs with us often because she describes this planet as the planet with many ice cream flavors. And we would often say, well, why would you just always choose the same flavor ice cream when there were so many different flavors? Yes? There are so many different flavors here. But humans become habitual, and then they start to identify with their flavors. And they say, well, my family always has this flavor. We are a strawberry ice cream family, and therefore it's my responsibility to carry on the tradition of strawberry ice cream in this family. Because if we don't, humanity could lose its appreciation for strawberry ice cream. Yes? Or there could be one that says, well, when I was 6 years old, I had chocolate ice cream. And now I'm a chocolate ice cream person because that's who I am. And everybody knows that I'm the chocolate ice cream person. But can you understand it? It's identity. You identify with your experiences instead of understanding that they have nothing to do with you. You're just visiting them. Oh, I'm going to taste this flavor today, and then I'm going to try this, and actually I might even move on from ice cream. There's all of this now. Your experiences actually have nothing to do with you. Are you listening? Your experiences have nothing to do with you. When you have an ice cream, that ice cream has nothing to do with you. It doesn't make you who you are. You're sampling. You're sampling reality. But humans become identified by what they sample. I've sampled this, therefore this is who I am. Really? Is that right? An experience can start to tell you who you are. Now, if you understand about creation and about ignition, and you start to really understand that you didn't actually create the ice cream, did you? Did you create the strawberry ice cream or the chocolate ice cream, or was the concept of ice cream here before you arrived? It was here, wasn't it? You learnt about ice cream. You didn't know what ice cream was. You learnt about ice cream. And you got told about it. And you learnt from others, ice cream's a very nice thing. I should like it too. And whichever kind of ice cream I choose says a lot about me. Can you see it? But the ice cream was here before you. Who created the ice cream? The ice cream was part of the original ignition creation of that particular reality. There is an earth reality that has ice cream. Yes? Did you create that? No. Now there are many that will say, well, you create your own reality. You did not create the reality of ice cream. This may sound simplified to you, but it's an incredibly important point. You did not create the reality of ice cream. And if you didn't create the reality of ice cream, what else didn't you create the reality of? Did you create the reality of violence? Did you create the reality of war? Did you create the reality of corruption? Do you see how it's an innate responsibility that you take on because you have cellular memory? Because you have cellular memory, that cellular memory encourages you to identify with the reality that's here. Now, we explained to you very clearly what happened when there was an intersection in the timelines, and that humans stopped creating realities and started to accept the reality that's here. So the reality with ice cream, not only did you not create it, it has nothing to do with you. Doesn't make you who you are. You've just been sampling it. You've been sitting here sampling it until it's time for you to wake up and create a different reality. Can you understand? So all the experiences you believe you've had in your life that you've created, and there's a lot of metaphysical thought that says that you create your reality, there's something bigger going on here. There's something greater than this, and it's the great hypnosis of humanity being stuck in a reality that you didn't create. And now it's time to create something else. It's time to create multiple realities again. Do you understand? Because if you believe that your experiences tell you who you are, then you're sitting in a reality that you didn't create. Do you understand it? What is sovereignty? Sovereignty is choosing something other than ice cream. And if you do choose ice cream, you can change your mind as often as you like. It has nothing to do with you. You're just passing through and sampling. Can you see it? Can you see how much pressure you place upon yourselves? Instead of saying, well, I'm just sampling everything this reality's got. Okay, done a bit of that. Let's create something else. Those experiences have nothing to do with me. I'm just exploring. And it? How much self-blame and responsibility can humans carry? Yes? And there are those that will say, well, it's wonderful if I take responsibility for this situation, because if I take responsibility for it, then I can take responsibility for changing it. But it's often so weighted that you never move into the creation part of that sentence. Can you understand it? You just keep identifying with what you perceive you need to take responsibility for, and so you keep staying there. Yes?
So then it's about just having one experience and then moving on to the next experience and the next experience without having to stay put and
correct.
Continue creating something in that out of obligation or something like that.
Absolutely.
So it's like, and you kind of have the right to be like, kind of done with that and move on to the next.
Just because your parents like mint flavoured ice cream, well, how much responsibility have you had to carry on the tradition of mint flavoured ice cream? Yes?
Yeah.
And then you realise that actually you like chocolate ice cream, but chocolate ice cream gives you a stomach ache.
So much so that I haven't even told them about my trip yet, and I'm going in 2 weeks. I don't know how to approach that. Just tell them and then don't worry.
You like mint ice cream? I've tried chocolate ice cream, it gives me a stomach ache. So I'm going to try something else. I'm discovering. Where is your responsibility? Are you trying to make them like a different flavor ice cream? No. Are you trying to shift them out of their reality? No. But you have decided that you've had your experience with mint flavored ice cream and now you'd like something else. Because you can. Yes? And perhaps, who knows, maybe one of your parents will discover a new flavor of ice cream after you've shown them. Very well. We're going to give you some moments of refreshment. Agreeable?
Yes.
We do not recommend that you choose ice cream in this moment. Very well.